Good afternoon, boys and girls. I'm going to do a quick little mini lesson on telling time, just a review. It was great seeing some of you this morning during our morning live chat. Hopefully, most of you will be able to get on tomorrow night at 7 o'clock so that we can just say hi, check in, because I know everybody misses seeing everyone. And I will be posting 2 more videos tomorrow, a morning video and an afternoon with your morning exercises and your afternoon exercises to do, your activities. But for right now, let's focus on telling time review. So let's remember that when we're looking at a clock, the hour hand is the smaller hand, and try to remember the clue I gave you that the word hour is short, so it is the shorter hand on the clock. The minute hand is the longer hand on the clock because the word minute has more letters in it and it is a longer hand, and it counts the minutes that are the clock is worth, and the hour hand counts the hour of the clock. Now remember, our clock hands have to go in this direction, okay? They always go from the small numbers to the big numbers. They never go backwards. And let's remember that if this was our clock, okay, we always look at the hour hand first. So if we looked at this first, this is going to tell us it's 3. And then we look at where the minute hand is, and it's pointing to the 12. And that means it's 60 minutes, which is 1 full hour, which means o'clock. So this would be 3 o'clock if we were writing it with words, okay? Now, if I erase that and I show a different time on here, so this was our first one that we did, okay? And here's our second one that we're going to do, okay? If we had, let's say, okay, if we had this on our clock, again, we're going to look at our hour hand first, and I say, uh-oh, it's between 2 numbers. So I can do what Mrs. Tell said and just draw a dotted line between the 2 numbers, or I can put my 2 fingers here and look at the smaller number, because remember, this hour hand is between the 11 and the 12. It's gone halfway around, so it's halfway between the 11 and 12. So if I'm looking at these 2 numbers, I'm going to pick the smaller number, the 11. So I'm going to put the 11 down. And then my big hand, my minute hand, is at the 6. And when I count by 5s, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, this clock is saying 11. Okay, most of the time, this is how we are looking at and writing the time, okay? But you should also know how to write it in words, just in case, because it might actually, when you're reading a story, it might actually be in written form, not the numeric form, but you should know both, okay? So, that was just a quick overview. Just try to remember to always look at the hour hand first, which is the small hand. Okay, and if the big hand is at the 6, make sure you take your 2 fingers and divide it amongst the 2 numbers if you can. If it's on a piece of paper and it's too small, draw yourself the dotted line and look at the 2 numbers and always pick the smaller number, because remember, the clock is going this way, so the hands are moving this way. Okay, and the minute hand is our big hand, and it counts the minutes on the clock, and it's worth 1 hour is worth 60 minutes. Now I do have a worksheet that I want you to do, and I will add it to Mom and Dad's email, and you need to set up your notebook just like we did the other day when we were doing, see, I have my notebook too, and I set everything up in my notebook. Just like we did the other day when we were doing the hour, okay? This is what it's going to look like for the half hour, okay? And at the bottom, I've asked you, and I've sent a picture of this to your moms and dads, I've asked you to show me the hands that show me 3:30. So I want everyone to draw the hands on the clock to show me what 3:30 would look like. I will send another read aloud on YouTube with Flying Flea, Callie, and me. And don't forget to do your 15 minutes of reflex. I hope everyone is enjoying doing that. And the weather's not too great outside, so I'm not sure if anybody could get outside for exercise today. But if you can, try to get out there. And I will see everyone tomorrow at 7 p.m. But I will also post our morning and afternoon YouTube videos on my channel. So take care and have a great afternoon, guys. Bye.